have silk sheets, you have more sex. Done.
Is that why you stick with cotton all the day?
That's why. That's why I stick with cotton.
No, you're not gonna get me today. uh,
Which makes sense. I mean, which kind of makes sense, right? The silkier, least resistance and friction and stuff like that. It kind of like encourage a little bit more sex because it's a little bit smoother, silkier. No.
I'm like thinking just like what, like just slipping all over the place. I would just imagine that as the sensational, somatic feeling behind it.
Right.
Like.
Right. That it's against her skin. I think that's why a lot of lingerie
Mm-hmm.
is made out of silk. No.
Yes.
Not like I see in a lot of
Yes,
lingerie,
that's cool.
but yeah.
That's cool. So, my fun fact correlates with that. That if you blow into a woman's vagina, you can cause an embolism and kill her. Boom.
Thank you. That's great.
So we know that Kola is a known assassin. Yeah, what? He's
Which
like,
is
you
like,
want a
holy-
blowjob? I'm gonna blow you real good.
Which that it's crazy thing is that I did know that. I did not know that, and I would not be trying. I've never blown into it.
It just reminds me of that episode of Family Guy where Peter gives Joe's baby a raspberry, and he's like, "You're not supposed to give a raspberry right there."
A raspberry is when you blow on the
Yeah.
stomach, right?
You make the little fart noises on the stomach.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not supposed to do it. Why not supposed to do it? What do
No,
it?
because he was doing it on the vagina. Like, you could have killed that baby.
That's kind of weird and creepy.
I always thought you just inflated them like balloons. Speaking of balloons, no. Today's topic, we're getting into what we believed in, and one of the big things that Kola believed in as a child and as an adult is the paranormal.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I still kind of believe in it. Just because I didn't start seeing spirits until I was older, and not when I was younger.
What spirits did you see, Kola?
Oh my god. I think when I went on my trip to Asia, I saw a few spirits. And I saw a few stuff when we traveled to Germany. So,
Mm-hmm. I would like to know what you saw.
remember when I took that photo and we saw that little orb in the photo,
You sure?
and it was me posing, and then you took the photo, and like we saw that orb around my crotch area.
Okay.
So, yeah.
He was trying to blow
You
into
did.
your
Okay.
vagina. He was trying to blow into your vagina. He was trying to kill you like that. Because that's how.
Right, but like for like, yeah, like I see it, and like I don't doubt it at all. I was like, I believe it, and when it happens, it happens. I respect it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think with anything you respect it.
Yeah.
Anything that's you're not familiar with, but it kind of exists, you kind of respect it.
I pretty much do not recall. I remember you saying something about that, but I did not see it whatsoever. So, I mean, the orb. You'll have to review the orb with me.
When okay, if you were to see a ghost, like how much of a ghost, like how much proof do you need?
It would
Needed
have
to
to be
be
like
real.
a floating penis. That's pretty much it. No, I'm serious because
You want it to be like a ghost.
I mean, like
if you
not,
want it to be like a ghost.
I mean, not to say that my mind's going gay for ghosts or anything like that. It's just that that's the only like realistic thing that would just like pop out at me, because it's just like, you know, if you see a floating ghost dick and it's just like hovering like out of nowhere, then it's just like, all right,
That's
yeah,
when you're
I
gonna
believe
believe.
it's real then, because it's just like, you know, there's no penis in the world that would just be like materializing like that.
Um, shoot. Like, what about noises that unexplained noises, like people talking and stuff like that? Would you believe in that?
Um, if it
No.
well, I mean, it's never happened, so I mean, I've never experienced anything like that. But also, it's just like I would also think that that would be some sort of schizophrenia, you know, because you know if you're hearing like that's just hearing little voices, loud yelling in your head too. So, I mean, I feel like that it's not exactly explained away, but it's just something that's very possible in that sort of scenario. But
What if, what if you put something on the counter, right, and you walk away from it, and it moves somewhere else?
mm,
No.
that I mean, yeah, because then that's completely out of the norm. Because then it's just
Would you
it's like if something
would
picked
you
up and like flew across the room, like deliberately levitated, flew across the room, and then flew back at like out of nowhere, then yeah, it's like okay, well something's going on here. But yeah,
well, something's going
yeah,
on here.
like I'm gonna finish wiping my butt, and then like we'll address this after.
You know, I always ask people this question. It's like, if you ever, if you were ever to move into a house and you found out that it's haunted, but you paid so much money for it, like you say, fuck it, I am staying here.
Mm,
If you find out that it's haunted, like, are you gonna move right away?
mm, I mean,
If it's like a good
that's such a
good one or a
weird
bad one.
thing to acknowledge, because it's just like there would be a history, you know, like it wouldn't just be so sudden that it's just like, oh well, you know, this is like it's just suddenly haunted.
You know, I think for realtors, do they mention anything about like creepy shit that happens in the house before you buy
Yeah,
it?
I mean
Like dead
they have
bodies
to.
or like
I
a
believe they have to
murder?
acknowledge.
They have to
Yeah, they
disclose
have
it.
to disclose if someone's
Oh,
died
okay.
in the house. And
Damn.
I know in some regions they actually do say whether or not it's haunted. Yeah.
Seriously?
Like
No
I've
way.
seen signs. I was like, oh, that's fucking weird.
No
That's
way.
fucking weird. It's just like, well, that's not
You know,
that. I don't know if that's a selling point, but sure. Yeah.
that's I've always heard like you have to disclose if like there was a murder that occurred at the house and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
you have to disclose
So-
if anyone's died in the house. So if
Dang.
it was a murder, I'm pretty sure that would go on the list too. But
Dang.
yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see.
Now if you find out that the house that you were trying to buy was if it was murdered, but they'll give you $100,000 discount, would you still buy the house? Yes.
$100,000
Ex-
is
ex-
not is not a good
discount.
is not a good bargaining chip for me, for that kind of thing.
Damn.
I mean, it depends on the house too. So, like, if it was like, you know, I guess if it was just like if you were to get like a property in like Texas where it give you like an acre of land and stuff like that with it, maybe, you know, just fuck the old place, just build another one like down the road.
You know, it I kind of like brings up memories of Beetlejuice. Have you watched Beetlejuice yet?
What do you mean, watch Beetlejuice yet? Is there another one?
No, the original. There's only one Beetlejuice. Right? Did you watch
That
that?
was such a long time ago, but he was the bad guy
Okay.
in that one, right? In the movie.
Yes, he was the bad guy in the movie. But the thing is that they were the people bought the house because they knew it was haunted. They bought it so they can do their seance and stuff like that. So and then so the couple couldn't scare the living couple out of the house because they were already believers, right? They bought the house because they knew that spirits were in there, but they were trying to like they were trying to like conjure the spirits,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they can see it and see talk to them and stuff. But the couple wanted them out of the house because like this is our house and stuff like that. But the couple, I think they didn't realize like they were ghosts. I mean, they realized that they were ghosts later on, but they didn't want the living couple living in their home,
Mm.
right? So they tried to scare them out of the house, but they couldn't do it because the people who moved in were believers. So, but they hired Beetlejuice to do it because he was a lot scarier than the couple.
Yeah, I don't
But
remember that
anyways,
storyline, but sure.
but um, but anyways, um, yeah. I mean, if I was in such a situation where it's like, oh, this house is haunted, I would probably completely pass on it, even if a discount, just because, if it was like a murder, then yeah, like there's like questions about it, definitely
What
questions
if
about it.
it is someone that died, but it wasn't violent?
Then maybe yes,
And then they're
I think
actually a ghost that's inhabiting the house.
they're like, yeah, and they're like a good ghost, but they're like wandering around and stuff
But
like
they're
that.
also like Bill Cosby, in which they kind of rape on the side, but it's not.
Dang, dang, but no, yeah, I wouldn't. No, fuck that. Cause you never know what's happening in your dreams, though. Like, they'll come and touch you in your dreams and shit.
This ghost tea bag over your forehead while you're sleeping.
If I had my cameras up in my bed and I see that shit, I'm like, fuck.
It's like
We,
it's like you got like fucking baby powder in the shape of a nutsack on your forehead. It's like that motherfucker got me
It's like,
again. God damn it.
God,
Um,
God. So I got a question. What kind of ghost this is? This is some bullshit ghost. It's like teenager ghosts. I'm like nobody does this
this ghost
anymore.
used to play Halo. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had too many brushes with anything paranormal. I mean, I got freaked out a lot by that stuff as a kid. Like when I played for first Resident Evil, um, and you got the first look at the first zombie, who just kind of turns around and looks at you with his like green ass face. That freaked
Scared
that
the shit
freaked
out
the
of me.
shit out of me. Like that was the original like Resident Evil too. So like when you see it, you're just like, oh wow, like that fucking haunted me for like years.
I hate it when when that loading screen comes on and they open the door. You never know what's gonna pop up.
I think Resident Evil 2 is when they had
Oh, they did that.
yeah, like
Oh,
they popped up through the door, and then that's pretty much what kept people on edge for the rest of the game.
oh,
So like fuck that shit. But yeah. Oh, actually, Resident Evil the new series is out on Netflix. It came out today.
yeah. I heard it was animation.
Yeah.
Animation.
So that's something I'm looking forward to.
It's the same. It's the same people who did Castlevania.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I love Castlevania.
Yeah.
It was funny at the end of season 3 to me, honestly. There was this weird orgy, and then like it's just I don't want to spoil, but it's just so funny to me. It just seems so out of place, and then it's just like the thing that just popped in my head by like was like, oh, but I'm not gay. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, wow, it's been done by the same people that did Castlevania. That's pretty good. But yeah, I haven't had too
Yeah.
many brushes with anything paranormal.
Damn.
I don't experience anything besides like I think the worst thing would just be everything inside my own head. I know when you have anxiety, you tend to see like after images or images out the corner of your eye because your brain's
Uh-huh.
just pretty much playing tricks on you at that point. But it doesn't mean that I don't necessarily believe it. I'm more agnostic about it, in which it's just like I can't confirm nor deny its true existence. It's just that I haven't really experienced it myself, but I also don't want to. I don't want to tempt that kind of fate, where it's just like it's like when you go into the woods, you don't want to hug every single animal you see because there's always a chance that you can get killed, and you do it unnecessarily. So I'm not trying to push myself into that position.
I can't wait. I can't wait when you have your first paranormal experience. When you do, let me know.
Cola, I
Let
just
me
seen a
know.
floating penis, man. It was just it was the weirdest shit. It went up and down, and then it just started slapping me in the face.
At that time, you still won't believe it. It's like,
Like, are you real? I gotta taste you a little bit. I'm sorry.
so you want your first experience to be a rapey one.
I do get a little. I do feel like when you're home alone and it's like super quiet, like eerily quiet, and you're like taking a shower, and then all you just hear is like the water drops, like and stuff, and that's when you're just kind of like, this is it's a little freaky, you know, because it's just like it's a little too quiet for me, and then sometimes it'd just be like dancing in the shower, just kind of like trying to weird, whatever like demon or whatever is like lurking, and just
That's how you conjure the spirits. That's how you conjure it by dancing.
just do whatever you can to like throw them off. That's it. Like, you know, and sometimes I'll have a butt full of poop, and I'll be like, all right, come on, bring it on, bitch. And I'll kind of I'll kind of semi flex just to have it ready to go, and just to make sure that. Cola, are you are you protecting yourself from the paranormal right now?
No, I forgot. I forgot I locked my doors. I was like, I gotta go lock my
It's
door.
gonna open by itself.
So yeah, sometimes.
And then slowly out from the
Sometimes.
shadows, just a dick flops out. No.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes sometimes it will catch you when you don't realize it.
I do remember something from my childhood.
Oh.
Yeah. I do remember one time during a Halloween, I was going trick or treating with my family or with my siblings. My second oldest sister was still young enough to trick or treat with us, so we were like walking around the neighborhood, and I remember looking up in the sky, and then I saw like the shadow of something just flying across the moon. Yeah,
What the heck?
and I was like, oh wow, that was
And you
that
thought it
was
was
like
a witch?
that was like some fucking Pokemon episode 1 shit, where you see that fucking bird flying across the sky, and you don't know what the hell it is for like the longest time.
That's more like when you see like Jeepers Creepers, or sometimes people might think that it's probably a witch that flew across the moon.
Could be, you never know. So, that and Ouija boards. I don't want to fuck with Ouija boards.
Oh my
Like
god.
that is a stupid thing to do for me, because it's like you're literally calling them.
I don't want to tell.
Because
No way.
it's like you have a landline and you're just dialing random numbers, and then like the other side that picks up can now find your location, and you're fucked.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it. Like, I'm not opening any portals or gates of hell. Fuck that. I'm gonna leave everything alone. Oh, did you? Oh, I heard crazy story about the Conjuring, or like if you watch the movie, it opens a gate to the other world. I forgot which version of the Conjuring, but I've heard like crazy thing about it where I didn't know about it. It's like apparently it's like a urban legend where if you watch the movie, you're basically opening the gates for spirits to come into your home.
Is it because of Annabelle?
I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's that version of it, but
Because
there's
I,
like one version.
One,
It like
one
triggers it.
actually has Annabelle in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, one of them has
Yeah.
Annabelle. In it.
So she's the haunted doll. So, like, and I don't know why people are keeping her. Like, that's one of the most disturbing things to me. It's like you're aware that it's haunted, but you still choose to keep her on display, and you wouldn't think it, like you wouldn't stop to think that if someone ran by with a video recorder and just recorded her, then that would be opening a portal. Like, you know.
Yeah. So that's the crazy thing I've heard. Like, yeah, people watch if people watch that movie, it's going to open. That's why people prefer to watch it at the movie theaters and not at home.
Mm.
Because when I had on HBO Max, I was like, fuck it, I'm not watching this
Really?
shit.
I actually did watch Conjuring, like
The
not
latest one.
I think Conjuring and Conjuring 2. It was, it had some good moments. Let's see. Didn't they say the same thing about The Exorcist too? That like filming that movie was cursed because people actually died.
Yeah, people actually died after
Yeah,
it too.
and it was like from mysterious causes. Even the little girl died. So it was just like that's super crazy. But it's weirder when it's not explained. So
What?
it's weirder
What
when
was that?
when the deaths are not explained. Like if they just died suddenly, they were like picture perfect health and all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden they're just gone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with
Yeah.
that.
So it's just things like that. I wouldn't exactly try to tempt fate like that, just because, you know, it's not necessary. It's like great. It satisfies your curiosity, but then, like, is it truly worth it to that extent? I mean, I would rather someone else find out before me. That's all I'm saying. Because I would like. I don't need to know unless you want to teach me a way to fight it off. Then like I don't want to deal with that shit.
You fight it off with sage, incense,
With incest.
incest. Oh my god.
So Pornhub is forever protected, and
That's how you fight it off.
but what if your only brothers is, or what if your only sisters is just like if anything you're just turning it on.
You light candles and you light.
Play some Usher and
Play some Usher. Why not seduce the ghost instead of?
like Castlevania style, but
Is that what they do? Is they seduce the vampires?
it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I mean, I get it. They were trying to portray some powerful imagery in those scenes. It was really funny to me. Because it's just it went from anime to orgy, and I'm like, all right, so I've seen this anime before. Yeah. But I mean, so which ones do you believe in, and which ones do you not believe in?
What do you mean?
The paranormal. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Oh, I believe in all of them except probably, I want to say werewolves, vampires.
Okay, I'm like, you believe in vampires though? Twilight only exists 50%.
No. No, it's like but yeah, I think werewolves and vampires. Yeah,
There-
I think those are
yeah,
fake as fuck.
we actually do have vampires.
What the
There's
heck?
people that identified as vampires, and so
Well, you know what?
and
You can identify as vampires, but you're not a vampire. I promise you, you'll get AIDS for second blood.
there's also a guy from like England who identifies as Korean.
Oh, I heard that one too. It was like,
The K-pop guy.
if
I was like, oh, okay. I didn't think it was that easy. You get your Asian card just like that. That was pretty funny.
that's yeah.
But what about mermaids or mole people?
Mole people, yes. I don't know about mermaids. Nah, I'll pass on the
I
mermaids.
think there was one legit video of a deep sea diver that actually saw a mermaid, and that
Well, you need to forward that to me because I gotta.
yeah, because it was like it was like one of those deep sea divers, and they kind of were in like the little pods or whatever, like those little submarine pods, and then all of a sudden you just see a hand slap the door, like 5-fingered hand slap the door, and he was like deep underwater, and then you just see like black eyes, and then like kind of like a human shaped face. Yeah,
Uh huh.
it was on the news. It was pretty cool. It was pretty crazy.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? I will
Yeah.
look this up.
It's like one of those sudden like boom, and then just swims off, and it's like whoa shit. I mean, obviously like it's not concrete proof, but it's proof enough to where it's just like I don't know what the fuck that was like, but it looked pretty fucking human.
Oh, I believe in leprechauns.
Um, they prefer be called little people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh shit. I always see them on St. Patrick's Day. I don't know what's going on.
uh, are leprechauns really that paranormal? I don't know.
I think more. I'm not as like not as the green suit and like top hat and stuff like that. More like the little, probably more like troll looking thing.
What about the Grudge ghost? So, I'm just I thought about this. This was like when I was watching The Grudge, and as I was watching it, I was just thinking to myself, why are all these ghosts just being born in Japan? It's like why don't we have like American versions of those ghosts?
Because those are Japanese ghosts, and we got our American ghosts. They're
I
different.
don't know. It's like that whole principle of like European zombies and American zombies. It's just one's the lazy walker, and the other one's actually sprinting at you. But it's just funny how they use like generic rules to portray how ghosts and spirits are born, you know. But it's like but these generic rules are still region specific. Like there's region specific guidelines to how they're born. And then you see like ghosts and zombies or vampires and zombies from like Chinese movies, and they look nothing like what you would expect. They're like that the chick from Darkstalkers, the one with the hopping zombie with the big ass hands.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
I love those. There's a story behind it, of why they hop.
Do you know the story?
I probably say I think yes, because when you die, your body goes through rigor mortis, so everything is stiff, except for your ankles. So that's why they hop. So everything.
But they gotta bend their knees to hop. So.
No, they these ones they just hop from the ankles.
Okay. They got.
They
when
get
you
st-
die,
they
you
got
get strong ass ankles.
So that's why they hop, and that's why their arms are out, because they're fucking stiff as fuck.
Yeah, but you can't. You shouldn't be able to move your arms.
And-
then that's the thing. I'm like,
and then your penis, their penis also sticks out too. That's why.
It's stiff, but it's still pointing downwards. Because zombies gotta pee, so. Um,
there's a movie about it where the guy he falls in love, a Ghostbuster that falls in love with the female version of it.
what?
Yeah, he falls in love with the female version of those hopping zombies.
Yeah, I always find those movies really weird when they try to romanticize, like, the creatures and the monsters. It's like, oh,
That's how you,
but it's like,
that's how
yeah.
you not get people not to be scared of them. You gotta make them believe that they can have
Like-
they can
like,
have a
yeah,
relationship
like-
with them.
like you have a chance at love by by being a furry and dating a werewolf, or like dating a vampire who's trying to like basically suck your blood. And then it's just like, oh yeah, you can have a relationship with a zombie who's with all this rotting flesh, and they smell bad, and they got gingivitis and all this other stuff. But it's all right. It's all right because you can fall in love with them. Like you have a chance at love now. So
All right, with that, I hope everybody finds love
Yeah.
after death.
in all your paranormal experiences, don't give up.
If a ghost try to sleep with you, sleep with it. I promise you, it'll be out of this world.
And if you do find love, just know that goes back for you.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm out. I'm out, Walker. See ya. Stay safe.